When we're young, we are just consumed. We're generally concerned with how we look to other people. And when we get to be teenagers, we're just incredibly fearful of making a fool out of ourselves. Part of growing up and being mature is realizing that we make fools out of ourselves all day long, every day, particularly when we think we've done a good job. We're just constantly caught up in our own perceptions and we get it wrong all the time, all the time. Um, we're really confused. We're pretty confused people. So here we go, March 26th. Anything worth doing goes a slightly cockeyed version of the old saying, is worth doing badly. Perfectionism, procrastination, and paralysis are three of the worst effects of addiction upon my life. I have a tendency to spend my life waiting for the past to change. I want to spend the first 100 years of my life getting all the kinks ironed out and the next 100 years actually living. Such an inclination to avoid taking risks, to avoid doing anything badly, has prevented me from doing some of the things I enjoy the most, and it has kept me from the regular practice that produces progress. If I'm unwilling to perform a task badly, I can't expect to make progress toward learning to do it well. The only task that I can pretend to perform perfectly is the one that I have left entirely undone. Today's reminder. Al-Anon encourages me to take risks and to think of life not as a command performance, but as a continuing series of experiments from which I learn more about living. All the beautiful sentiments in the world weigh less than a single lovely action. James Russell Lowell. What I wanted to say about this is that when the love that we have inside of us is genuine, we no longer concern ourselves with how we look. We must act. We're compelled to act. We're spiritually motivated to act. We can't sit on the sidelines. We can't, we can't, because there's something inside of us that has kind of taken over, that overpowers our myopia, our desire to protect ourselves. So please remember that when we're childish and immature, we're obsessed with our physical appearance, we're obsessed with people's perceptions of us, we're worried about what other people say and think about ourselves. It's a kind of bondage. It's like living in a kind of prison. And the where childhood is a kind of prison. We got to come out of being children and arrive in the world fully adult and living out a productive adult life. And if you're going to make your mark on this world, it's going to become because you are singularly devoted in expressing your own unique humanity. And that can't be constrained by anyone or anything. It just can't. Blessings on your day. I so pray you find your way to yourself and that you're faithful to who you are and live out your life in a full and rich way.